Hey everyone, welcome back to the 90th minute. We are your hosts, myself, Liam, Waz, Lucas, Greg. You're last this week, Greg.
Thank you.
We'll get into that later on. If you're new to the podcast, make sure you hit subscribe, like it, share it with your friends, comment down below anything we talk about, get involved in the conversation. Big week in the Premier League yet again. Two Titans facing off again for the first time of the season. Tottenham versus Manchester City. Let's get into it. It's a tasty match.
It was all right.
It was pretty good.
It was pretty controversial.
It was.
Yeah.
It was good. There were some good goals in it. There was controversy. There was,
Does
this is a game that could infect
Does VAR get Player of the Year?
Player of the year, not play of the year.
It depends what team you support, but potentially.
In the end of the season, will it get a gold medal?
That could be the title of this video. VAR, Player of the Year.
Yeah, honestly, that's...
Yeah.
You're welcome.
We'll see what happens there. But let's talk about the match because it... like I said, this is a match that could affect the title race, honestly. It's so early on, but these are huge points that the teams need to pick up.
Yeah.
It ends 2-2 in dramatic fashion. For City, they drop their first points of the season, and for Spurs, they get a huge result away from home against arguably the best team in the country.
Especially in a game where they only had 3 shots.
Yeah, three
shots
but 2
compared
goals.
to 30.
Yeah.
How does City not win this game?
No, it's terrible that they don't.
It's insane that the City are a team that we view as being such a clinical team that can finish off games and they can score goals for fun. They struggled against Spurs.
Their finishing was I guess quite casual.
2 goals on 10 shots on net isn't fantastic numbers,
No, it's not.
It's not
for a team
great.
that has some of the best strikers in the Premier League.
Well, what's funny is that their 2 goals that they did score, it was so easy. It looked just so simple for them, but then they couldn't do anything else.
I think that's not a negative against City. That's a credit to them that they can make this game seem so simple.
It's just they definitely just should have done more and won the game.
100%. Wazzy, these are 2 teams that Manchester United are going to be fighting against for top 4 spots. What do you take away from it as a neutral fan?
I don't know. Spurs aren't that great, maybe.
Spurs. This is a huge result for Spurs.
City's pretty good. Spurs are not the greatest side. I think we can easily get a couple points off them.
They just drew 2-2.
Yeah, but
how are you bashing Spurs?
Have you looked at the stats?
This is a huge result for them.
It's like
stats don't matter. The final score is what matters.
Yeah, I just kind of proved that City's almost can be unstoppable.
But
you're what?
Yeah,
you're backwards.
Loss is law.
Yeah.
How is City unstoppable? They were just stopped.
Yeah, by VAR.
They were still stopped.
They should have had 3 points.
Laws, VAR is a thing now.
Yes.
It helps people, but it also
it's the best
it's
player
bad
in the league.
for things.
It was a good game. I don't know. It's still 2 games for the season. I don't know what you want me to take away from it.
Well, because Waz, here's the thing: City got screwed over by VAR in this game, but in another game, they're probably going to get helped by VAR.
Well, good for them. We'll wait till that game.
And that's going to happen to every team. Most
so now
likely.
I'm going to pass it to Lucas. You are a Liverpool supporter. You are going to be challenging both these teams for the title potentially.
Spurs are not going to challenge for the title if they play like that.
They got the result. Why are you all bashing Spurs?
Because
I don't think I agree with that.
It wasn't pretty.
They got the result.
I think Spurs will still get second.
Good teams can grind out ugly results.
Yeah, what I took away from that game
we'll get on to Liverpool against Southampton. That's a good team getting ugly results.
What I took away is that Lloris is top 5 goal in the world. Maybe. Maybe that's too much.
Lloris is good.
He's pretty good.
He's good.
I don't know. He made a lot of errors in this game, too.
I think he's underappreciated.
I think he made a lot of errors where he got lucky that it didn't result in a goal.
Here's what I take away out of this. City can be beaten. They can be broken. Yes, you may have to have some luck on your side, but you know what? There is a way to beat them. Spurs.
Ederson was that first goal.
Ederson looked normal.
Brutal.
I think Man City were exposed at times to look normal.
I don't think this is how you beat Man City or tie them because they just sat down and let Man City
play,
get chance after chance after chance. And another day, this would be 5-2.
I thought they played pretty good in the second half. I thought they tried to control the game a bit more.
I think for Spurs, if you put Heung-min Son in this starting 11, it's a very different game. with his pace up front and
Yeah.
with his ability to hit a long ball and he can chase it. You know what? City have to drop back a little more. They can't go all out attacking. They have to be wary of his pacing behind.
Well, I agree with that.
'cause
All they had to
I think
do.
Mora should have started. Honestly, I know he gets a goal after coming on for like 16 seconds, but he should have started.
Well, that's what like Christian Eriksen was like. He was like trying to point out. He's like, why don't you just? He's trying to tell the defenders in the lower east just to like send a long
Just hit it
ball and
long.
to let us run for
Yeah.
it, like because they're
Yeah.
so pushed up.
City like to attack. They don't like to defend. It's a classic Pep Guardiola team. When he's at Barcelona, it's full out attack, screw defending.
I mean, they defended pretty well towards the end of last season.
They defended well, but they don't like doing it. If they had the choice, they'd rather just go out and score 100
I mean, so
goals.
would-
I don't know
So
about
bad
that. I
team,
think they
but-
prefer the possession style play. Are you getting them confused with Liverpool?
No, Liverpool are heavy metal football. There's a
Yeah,
difference.
I think you're getting your.
I think you're the confused one saying that's Steady or unstoppable when they were stopped.
Now,
You're both right and you're both wrong technically in that way.
Now, I put blame on Spurs. I'm going to put blame on City. They were very casual through a lot of the moments when they needed a goal to win the game. Even though they did end up getting the goal to win the game that got chalked off, there was times where you just see them just casually walking with the ball off the field.
I
when-
feel like there's times that they don't really take teams seriously enough.
Yeah, I guess we should mention that City did score in the
Well,
last minute of the
yeah.
game, but VAR called it off.
Yeah.
I guess we didn't say
No,
that.
I was
so.
gonna walk through the goals after we had our first initial analysis here, but I think I kind of agree with you. City at times feel they can kind of walk on water. They feel like, hey, we're the best.
Yeah, that's the thing.
No one,
I think-
no matter what we come up against, we can beat you. I think that happened last season when they played Manchester United. They didn't take them as serious as they were pretty crap. Let's be
they
honest.
still
Last
beat
season,
them.
they beat them, but Paul Pogba, popped up with great goals.
I don't
Was
remember.
that 2 years ago?
That
I don't remember this.
They didn't.
The Manchester derby when Pogba scored 2. Was that 2 years
We
ago?
won that game.
Yeah, you won that game.
That was
exactly.
2
That was
Yeah,
2
2
years
years
ago.
ago. No,
Anyways,
last year.
Liam,
when you won- I
sorry.
was so
Now
pissed.
he's lost.
Whatever. Now, yeah,
You've lost it. You've
Yeah.
lost the plot.
that's okay. Anyways,
You're
2
not
years
credible
ago,
anymore.
2 years ago,
Oz is more credible than you.
piss off. 2 years ago, Man City did not take that game seriously. We've seen them do it in the Champions League against Spurs last season, where they took it a bit casual. This is the first installment this season where they had moments of not playing to their peak quality.
I think they were playing pretty well, but they just didn't take the chances. But I guess complacency is going to be a hard thing to overcome this season, especially when their biggest leader is gone with Vincent Kompany. Who's that leader to step up to get the guys going when there's times like this where you need a goal
I
to win
don't
the
know. I
game?
think they've got leaders all around that pitch.
I thought someone who needed to step up a bit more in that game and
No,
didn't play
no,
the best was
Otamendi's
Bernardo
good
Silva,
there.
though. I thought he
Really?
didn't have the best.
I don't like
game. I thought he
Otamendi.
could have
Yeah, I
played
don't
better.
either.
Sorry,
actually.
sorry, Greg.
He was-
I was saying Bernardo Silva, I think, should have played better that game, though.
What
He
do you
had
mean?
He had good moments. He was.
You play like Messi almost sometimes. Oh my
just
god.
just that one clip.
Well, I
One
mean, he
clip
looked pretty
compared to
good.
a
I
full
mean,
Let's
game.
talk about Kevin De Bruyne, Greg. He was your.
He is the
play-
le- he's
he
the
was
leader.
your player of.
Oh,
he was
yeah,
your
he
player of
was
the season.
fantastic, yeah.
His assist to the first goal to Raheem Sterling, fantastic ball.
Both
in.
of his
It
assists.
was absolutely perfect.
Should have made him my fantasy team captain.
Yes, you should have.
Probably.
Raheem Sterling, yet another goal for him. He's in the form of his life so far.
I'll be honest. I didn't see many flaws at all in City's game.
Other than
finishing and the final score.
Yeah.
And complacency.
I mean, I thought their midfield was brilliant. I thought
Yeah.
Sterling.
Other than
yeah,
them
I
being just so
I thought
pushed up
Gundogan.
and
I think
that one counter.
They did
attack,
not.
but
Have
that was more
They
Ederson.
don't have a fault in that lineup.
I mean, no, they
I-
could
that
play
team
their
is
under
so
16s.
well balanced.
They could play their under 16s and still win the league.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
That makes no sense.
Actually, no.
why does it make no sense, Lucas?
Under 16s?
They could play their under 16 squad and still somehow win the Premier
No,
League because they're just so good.
No, come on. Come on, you're silly now.
Liam, this is the richest team in the Premier League.
They are incredible.
Yeah.
They
yeah,
are.
a 16-year-old isn't going to be incredible.
I was trying to be funny and make a joke, and you took it too seriously.
Well,
What I was saying
your
is
jokes
like
suck.
the Jose
I
Mourinho,
think you said maybe under 21.
like the Jose Mourinho quote that their bench could win the league.
Yeah,
so could the under
that's-
16s
the
at this
ben-
point.
That's because their bench
Their
has
bench is-
Cancelo.
Cancelo, Mahrez, Fernandinho, David Silva, Jesus, and Phil Foden.
Yeah, exactly.
Hello?
That's the league right there.
And Sane's injured.
Yeah.
While Spurs, they bring on Skip.
What's wrong with Oliver Skip? What's wrong with him?
He's no Riyad Mahrez.
Where was your buddy Ndombele?
He got the assist for the first goal.
He was absolutely missing in the middle of the field.
Anyone can get an assist, Lucas.
Because Pochettino was like, let's defend.
Pochettino walks away from the Etihad with a point.
Yes,
We're
and
skipping over this glaring thing.
Yeah.
How many teams last year walked away from the Etihad with a point? Not many.
Did Crystal Palace?
Well,
Yes, Crystal Palace
Palace
came out with
did,
3.
yes.
You're
'cause
totally ignoring the fact VAR saved them. VAR
Yes,
saved
but
them.
VAR is
But-
a part of the game this
No.
year.
So that's just what happens.
It's happened.
And-
Let's talk about VAR if you want. Let's talk about this moment because in the 90th
ruining
minute
the
down
game?
here, no. The rule is simple. If the ball touches a player's hand, no matter in what
There are
capacity,
people thinking it's ruining the game.
Oh, the thing is, if the ref saw that in the game and he blew the whistle, no one would be talking about this right
Exactly.
now. But since it went to VAR, people are like, "Oh, we have an excuse to be
did
outraged."
it touch his arm? Yes or no?
I didn't really even see it, I'll be honest.
Okay, well I'll skip you. Did
Yeah.
it touch his arm? Yes or no?
Yes.
Did that touch off his arm go to Jesus and allow him to score the goal?
Yes.
Yes.
There you go.
I stopped
Done.
watching after Jesus scored. I just wanted to go take a shower. I'm like, oh, well, there you go. I'm not even surprised. And then when I heard it's 2-2, I was kind of surprised. At the same time, I'm not surprised because VAR. It's Spurs and VAR.
Man City just loves VAR.
So you you stopped watching the game when you thought it was 3-2, and then you came back and you saw the score and it was 2-2.
Yes,
Yeah, I didn't know it was 2-2 for another 2 hours. I want to take like a shower and like, you know.
How I see VAR though is you love it
If it works for you.
if it works for you and you're neutral, but if it's against your team, you hate it. And everyone's going to have that
Is
opinion.
it ruining the fan experience?
No.
No, I don't
No.
think so.
Because
It helps more.
If you're a Spurs fan and you lost that game on a 90th minute goal that was a handball, you'd be pissed off.
I would have been pissed, yeah.
Yeah, but what if you're in the stands and maybe like down the future, if this keeps happening, you're going to be wondering, well, do I celebrate? When do I celebrate?
No, but it adds a level of anticipation almost. Like, is it?
I don't know.
Oh, no.
Imagine if this happened when they scored in 2012, Aguero's goal. Imagine if VAR was put into play and they canceled the goal.
Then
you
that,
imagine
that's
that
the way it
happens.
is?
Well, why
That's
would
the
it
way
get
it is.
canceled?
I'm
No, but you're saying what if?
Yeah, theoretically, right?
But if it legitimately
It's ruining these top
no,
football
but
moments.
if it legitimately deserved to be canceled, as a United fan, you and everyone should have been pissed off the most. If Aguero scored a goal to win the league from you guys
Yes.
that was offside or handball or something, you'd have gone, well, we should be champions right now.
But just wait until VAR is used in a game deciding
It has been.
No, like in a World Cup final.
It has been.
It has.
That penalty.
Yes.
Remember when it hit Mandzukic's arm?
Yes.
Was?
Champions League final.
There's nothing wrong with
He was
VAR.
using the Champions League final.
Okay.
When I'm
do you
saying
like
in a, like a
VAR?
very defining, like in Iniesta's little moment, for example.
Do you like VAR?
Of course.
Waz,
It
do you
makes
like
the game
VAR?
100%.
I do. I'm just trying to make some arguments here. You know, it's,
Lucas, you like
I
VAR?
get what you're-
in the
I-
Premier
yeah,
League.
yeah, yeah.
Do you like VAR in the Premier League?
Yes,
Yeah.
because
Yes. I
the
like it.
referee, one person cannot watch the entire field.
Yeah.
You know, the speed that the game moves at, the quality of the players, you know, the little things, instances off the ball, he's going to miss some things. And you know what? The VAR is just, you know what? He has a backup, you know, offside or a handball or this or that. He has a backup to check him. And yes, I do agree. It might ruin the game day experience for a fan, you know, oh, do we celebrate or not? But at
Yes.
the same time, it's like, you know what? That's the game. The rules have to be applied.
Last season Fulham lost a game because it went off someone's hand
Yeah.
right in the net, and we lost the game because of it.
And then I was
hearing,
hearing-
because we knew VAR is going to happen next
Yeah,
year, and I was,
what if?
no,
I
I'm
was
just,
like,
I'm
wow,
just
where is
bringing it
it?
up because it has become a conversation.
Yeah, and
It's fair
I've heard
enough.
TV pundits saying,
Yeah.
"Oh, you know, the handball rule needs to be changed. It should only be
Exactly.
handball if there's intent." Well,
Okay,
who's going to prove
I
that?
think, and when I meant
Someone could
in
go like
big
that
moments,
and
Yeah,
be like, I didn't mean.
yeah,
that.
you know, I was
Really.
going, I was moving, and him. How can you prove if there was intent or
like
not?
what if VAR was used on Iniesta's goal in the 2010 final, right? So you like
But then, okay,
to
what?
see if it was offside, right?
Yeah, well, they have people checking while they're celebrating.
Yeah.
And if it's close, they're going to take a longer time
So,
to
but
see.
you're viewing it as only the fan of that team who's winning, not the team
Kinda,
that's
yeah,
losing.
essentially, yeah.
But what about the team that's losing?
Well, clearly,
You know-
people need to think about that too, right?
Like a Spurs fan.
I mean,
you know-
I've experienced as a United fan in the Champions League. I'm not complaining.
Well, okay, United and Champions League.
Yeah, yeah,
when was it Nani got the red card?
That would have been perfect.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you were on the receiving
Yeah.
end of bad refereeing.
I think-
that could be rescinded by VAR.
I think it's just right now City fans have been very salty because
All six of them?
Fair enough.
There's about 6 City
Yeah,
fans.
I mean, like, because let's be honest, VAR has been used against them, and they're starting to think it's an agenda.
I would
But
love it.
Guys, you've won the Premier League how many times now in the last 5 to 7 years? Like 4 times. Liverpool can barely are trying to get there.
What does it have to do with us?
Because you guys are getting so close to the title, but yet you can't get it, which kind of sucks. I'll be honest.
Liverpool's getting third this year, so
I'm being sympathetic for you. I'm not shit talking you.
Okay, I appreciate that.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, you should have won the title, but you had Man City in front of you. Like, what are you gonna do?
No,
man?
it's true. City's. I think we all will always say it. City's just too good.
We did quickly mention, but yeah, Gabriel Jesus did score a late goal that was chopped off by VAR because of a handball on Laporte, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So
the VAR discussion will be raging on for this entire season in the Premier League and across.
I think
Europe.
it's gonna be argued for the next probably decade.
It will be the discussion of at least this season. 100%.
One thing I want to add on, like, I think a lot of people are blaming VAR for a lot of things where they should be looking at the rules FIFA made.
Yeah, it's good.
Because the VAR is just a way for the referee to look at a play and see if they made the right call, but they have nothing to do with the rule that was made.
Does the Premier League? I believe they do, but they have the option for the referee to go to the screen and look for himself, right?
Yes.
Has that happened in the Premier League?
I
I don't
haven't
know.
seen that happen.
Not in the
It's
Prem
all
yet.
just being.
They
the
just
ear.
say to him,
The magic ear tells him what to do.
I think if it's something like a potential red card, I think they would do
Yeah.
that.
Okay, I
or
just wanted
for
to
a
clarify.
penalty, I think.
Get
Yeah,
involved.
which I don't think
Comment
has
down
happened
below.
yet.
Tell us what you think about VAR. Tell us what you think about this Man City Spurs match. If it should have been a goal or should not be. You know, like I said, this is going to be the discussion of the season of VAR, good or not. You know, pros and negatives. Get involved. Tell us your opinions. Tell us your ideas, and let's have a conversation about this because we could do a full hour-long podcast on VAR. I believe, honestly.
No,
One more thing about the. They're probably just not. The ref doesn't go there. Maybe also just to save time as well.
Yeah, it would have to be like a real serious instinct kind of thing. Yeah. Let's move on to
the rest of the Premier League.
Let's move on to Liverpool.
Yes.
Go on to them. They're
So we played Southampton this
squeaky
weekend.
bum time. That's what I'm gonna call it.
All right. So
Liverpool look like crap in my opinion. So,
did you watch the game?
a little bit.
Squeaky bum time.
Okay, so
good
For
goals
sorry, and I know what like mid-table against Chelsea, going to penalties, it's gonna tire you guys out. But for against Southampton, you guys should be doing. What?
Midweek.
Did I say mid-league?
You said mid-table.
Midweek, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, the Super Cup. Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
against
I mentioned
Southampton,
that, yeah.
it should have been much more comfortable.
I
is
don't
all I'm
think.
saying.
I think you're not giving Southampton any credit.
Southampton
at
are a
all.
good team,
all
but
right.
Okay, so
Liverpool should wipe the floor with them.
So here's what I'm gonna say. Obviously, Liverpool did play 120 minutes.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, I think Liverpool started the game pretty well, but then around the 20th minute, there was a head clash between Milner and James Ward-Prowse. Milner had to get off the pitch. He was off the pitch for like 3 to 5 minutes to get stitches. So Southampton had a man advantage for that, and that kind of changed the momentum. And Southampton were pretty much had the momentum for the rest of the half, which led to them creating chances like Yoshida's chance from the corner kick. Yeah. But then once the second half rolled around, Liverpool were, in my opinion, the much superior team. And it wasn't until Adrian's mistake where Southampton got back in and were creating chances again.
Yeah, it does end 2-1 for Liverpool. Goals from Mane and Firmino.
Their goals were very nice.
They were both very well taken goals. Liverpool had chances. They did spurn. Firmino had a solid chance he should have put away, but he just put it wide.
Got another one later.
He did. And, for Southampton, they almost get unlucky because they said the Yoshida chance in the first half. Second half, near the very end, who was in the middle?
Danny Ings.
Danny Ings, the ex-Liverpool player himself, had a chance to put one home, and he just missed it completely.
Yeah, but, it's a win. Liverpool, it should have been more comfortable, but obviously Adrian made that mistake.
And that's why I said sometimes good teams get ugly wins. Yeah, and that's what makes you a good team.
City got a lot towards the end of last season. Liverpool got a lot at the beginning of last season.
That's true.
So these 1-goal wins are very important and builds character for the squad to build upon for the rest of the season.
For Liverpool, are you slightly concerned with injuries and fatigue? You played a lot of minutes last season.
I will be around when we have to go to the Club World Cup because that's during December. So that's the most busiest time of the Premier League season. So I think that's going to be challenging for Liverpool because I'm not sure how the schedule is going to look once we get back because there's going to be games in hand that they need to catch up on.
Because last season you played a lot of minutes with not a lot of depth. You used kind of the same basic 15 players. Now we're going to a new season. You're going to play equal amount of minutes, and you still don't have very much depth.
I mean,
you really don't. You have Oxlade-Chamberlain.
That's a big.
That's
help.
basically the only player you got back. No one else is gonna really. I mean, you say Ryan Brewster.
I mean, attacking depth is Shaqiri, Brewster, and Origi.
Shaqiri supposedly is interested in a move.
He's not gonna. We're not gonna.
I don't think he will, but I'm just. He was rumored that he wants to move.
And then our midfield depth is Oxlade, Wijnaldum, Milner, Henderson, Keita, and Fabinho. That's 6 guys for 3 midfield spots, and also Lallana. That's 7.
Adam.
I don't rate him that high, but
he can pop up for half an hour somewhere.
And then what I'm concerned is if we get a lot of big injuries, like
if Van Dijk goes
if one
down,
of your wingbacks gets injured, I feel like that'll be rough.
Well, they can lose Trent because Joe Gomez is okay. Left back, you need Andy all day.
We got Larouci.
Who?
No, Andy is the only player you need.
Larouci's sick.
Who?
Keep it moving, Lucas.
Yeah.
When was the last time Walls even said a word?
I'm not even gonna acknowledge that.
Let's just hope Adrian doesn't get injured, though.
Jesus.
I mean,
me and Liam were talking about that. Is Allison's injury gonna make you guys lose points?
It's supposed to be 4 to 6 weeks. It could extend longer.
Thing is, Adrian did get slide tackled in the midweek game.
That was funny.
And there's talk about him potentially missing this game against Southampton, and us having to play longer in.
Let's talk about the best club in London, Arsenal.
I thought you have a Super Cup.
Weren't we still in the middle of talking right there, Lucas?
Let's move on to the Gunners.
We'll move on. Sure.
Let's go to the Gunners.
What do you think of them so far?
Don't mind them.
Playing hot. I was a big fan of Lacazette's goal.
You know what? About a week ago, 2 weeks ago, I was like, you know what? I hate Arsenal.
I think Arsenal
they ruined my season.
They're slowly getting there. I think they're looking a little bit better than Spurs.
I mean, I don't know. I heard from one Arsenal fan that he wasn't actually too impressed. They just got by through 2 individual pieces of quality, and
they did. That's fair.
Well, that's what their attackers are going to do.
Spurs were struggling against Norwich until
it was Aston Villa.
Aston Villa until Eriksen came on, essentially.
Hey, John McGinn is the Premier League Player of the Year.
I mean, that's going to be a team of Pukki. Let's be honest here.
Basically, if you're at all involved with Celtic, you get Player of the Year.
Aston Villa looking good too, though. We'll get to that.
They lost.
Yeah, it's still looking good.
One game at a time, please.
Yes, please.
Arsenal. Let's talk about
it. Was great.
Yeah, I thought they scored some good goals.
Aston Villa. I think they look pretty good.
I think people are kind of sleeping on Arsenal right now.
Arsenal have fantastic quality going forward. They have individual brilliance for days going forward. It's great to see.
I think Guendouzi's gonna have a hell of a year.
Guendouzi will be very integral. Torreira will be very integral to them. Willock, who played today, I think he could be a future star for them.
Yeah, I think
defensively, David Luiz brings a lot to that back line.
Yeah.
They get Kieran Tierney.
I think a lot of people
back.
are sleeping on their young players as well on Arsenal.
Kieran
Tierney.
You didn't even have him in your top 4 in the predictions.
Kieran Tierney.
I know.
I didn't either.
Top 4 is either going to be fourth is either going to be United or Arsenal. It's going to be either or. Let's be honest here.
Kieran Tierney will become one of the best left backs in the Premier League.
Hold on. Okay.
But
Luke Shaw.
The question is Arsenal going to do what they did last year as well, where they just don't show up against some of these lower teams.
Losing some games against mid-table opposition,
where they're just attacking talent, just don't show up for a game because that happens.
Yeah, if you come up against a team that sits back and defends and doesn't give you much space to have that opportunity,
get one counterattack against them and just one goal.
And I think defensively they do have still instability. I mean, David Luiz is a huge acquisition for them because he is a great defender.
Yeah.
But I still don't think they're 100% at the back. Guendouzi is arguably the best defender, and he's not even a defender.
And they play Liverpool next weekend.
That'd be a cracker of a game.
Is that Saturday or Sunday?
Yeah, it's on Saturday at Anfield.
I'm off.
I'm off too. Let's go.
What time is it, Lucas?
It's at 10:30.
Lovely.
Better than the 8
Perfect.
o'clock
Sorry, I
games.
wasn't paying attention.
I know, it's okay. No one cares about you.
I want to know when the game is.
10:30 on Saturday.
Oh, good.
Talk to me. What was the final score of this match, Lucas?
2-1.
Against?
Burnley.
I'm saying for the people at home, don't give me this attitude and sass. I'll kick you off the show. I'll kick you off.
You're too slow.
Mate.
I'll be honest, I don't think you're in a position to kick anyone off. This is his studio.
It's okay.
That's okay.
How are you?
I'll just kick him out. You're on. You're out of here.
No.
Next game. What's next?
I guess we might as well talk about the other London club that Was doesn't like, Chelsea. They played
they did all right against.
They played against Leicester today, which was,
I think it's
in Liam's eyes, the battle for sixth.
I think it's.
I think roughly right.
I think it's
It was
very
a good
unfair that people are already calling for Lampard's head.
Yeah,
Which I don't understand.
The hashtag Lampard out is already
I'm
trending.
sorry,
which is
Chelsea
bold.
fans. It's going to take a couple of years. Give Lampard time. He's going to become a great manager.
No. No. Nah.
He hasn't even had the chance to sign anyone.
Derby County was the height that he should have reached.
He did pretty well with Derby.
That's the height he should have reached. That for him is doing well. I don't rate him as a manager.
You can't really rate him if he still needs to prove himself.
So you weren't impressed by Chelsea on Wednesday?
In the Super Cup?
Yeah.
They were decent. I think they were more Liverpool were bad. I think Liverpool were bad, which made Chelsea look better.
Because I'll be honest, Liverpool have been kind of slow to start.
They've been very inconsistent.
Yeah, I think
they have been very slow starters.
We're talking
Conte
about
was-
Chelsea right now.
I know. I'm just.
Don't deflect.
Conte's still fantastic.
No, don't deflect. Let's talk about. We're talking about Chelsea in the Super Cup.
How do we just go from that to this?
Let's talk about this though.
I just wanted this. I was just commenting.
The Super Cup made Chelsea look good because I think Liverpool
I
played
agree.
bad.
I agree with that, Liam. But we're still talking about Chelsea.
We are. We're
So
still talking
what
about-
do you like about Chelsea though right now?
They're midfield.
Yeah, Conte. And,
Conte. I like me some Mason Mount. He's got pace.
Yeah, he looking
He
good.
looks good.
He's fast, so Liam likes him.
Yes, I love.
I think their
pacey players.
defense is doing better after since the
Ooh,
United
I'm
game.
still not sold on their defense.
Kurt Zuma.
Nah, I
They've
don't
got
like him.
good players
He's pretty
back
bulky.
there.
He just kind of throws himself around that back line and somehow gets in the way.
I heard I missed the first half of this game, but I heard they were really good in that half.
Yeah.
And honestly, Conte, he also had a fantastic game midweek. I think people are going to start realizing that he's more than just a defensive midfielder and that he's going to be a class box-to-box midfielder. Maybe.
I mean,
I
they
can
drew
see it.
against a team that's a dark horse.
I'm just talking about Conte as a player.
He's very good. We understand that.
I'm not talking about the context of this game.
No, well, I think we all know the qualities of N'Golo Conte.
Well, some people just think, oh, he's just a defensive midfielder.
No, he is more than that. He's able to pass. He's
He
able
can
to
score
carry.
a couple here
he
and
can
there,
score.
you know.
Yeah.
People were bashing sorry for not playing him at CDM, but
You know
look
who-
at Lampard.
You know who's better? You know who N'Golo Conte has just eclipsed, in my opinion? Claude Makaleli. I love me some Makaleli, but I think Conte's better.
I can't say I haven't really watched much Mac
Oh,
lately.
I love Claude Makaleli. One of my top 5 Premier League players, I gotta say.
But let's move on to Leicester. Fantastic second half by them.
Yeah.
You wanna know why? They have a good manager.
I mean, he's all right.
It makes me sad that we don't have him no more.
In my opinion,
Oh,
it's
we're
James
bad.
Mattis, that midfield.
What happened to Wes Morgan?
He's old.
Old
No,
and off
is he on the bench or what's he doing nowadays?
Yeah, he's on the bench.
He's loving life.
He started
Wearing his Premier League medal.
Has he opened
Yeah.
a shop up or anything? Like, he's ready for
Anyways, so yeah, Chelsea had a good first half, and then Leicester had the good second half.
Yeah, I watched the second half, and Leicester were absolutely brilliant with,
They're quick.
especially Madison.
Yeah, they're
Madison
fast.
was fantastic in this game, creating chances. He should have had a goal himself.
Yeah.
Chowdhury is.
He's just getting better and better.
Chowdhury is a hidden gem in my opinion. That kid's gonna go into the tops of the game. I
You can
think.
see him from a mile away with that afro.
I think he's gonna be.
What's with afros nowadays?
They're
Like,
relevant.
they're very relevant.
If you're a defensive midfielder, you need to have an afro.
So they learned from Fellaini.
Guendouzi, Fellaini,
I think
Chowdhury.
Fellaini, he needs a statue
Where?
built in front of the FA offices, or in front of Everton Stadium.
Yeah, they put it at Merseyside. Yeah.
But Tielemans, he's starting to show that he's that type of player that lots of people thought he would be years ago.
When he, yeah.
And he's still very young.
Slow. Take
Did what's
some
his
time.
name start?
And then his former teammate Pride came on off the bench, and so those two are back together.
That's
they both
good.
played for Anderlecht. Ndidi made up for his error in the first half where Mount took the ball off him and scored.
And he scored a really nice goal.
Lucas, do you watch a lot of Belgian League football? Do you watch the Belgian Pro League?
How can I watch Belgian League football?
How do you watch League 2?
I don't watch League 2.
Oh, wow. Okay, no, he does not watch.
I think a player.
How can I watch League 2?
I thought we all thought you actually did.
That was obviously a joke.
It was like a troll.
Oh, so
I can't believe he thought he actually watched.
A player who I think will have a big season for Leicester will be Ayoze Perez. He came across from Newcastle. I think he's a very underrated player. He is inconsistent, don't get me wrong. He has moments of brilliance. I think at Leicester under Rodgers, he can get more consistent and more quality, every single match. Do you agree with that statement or no?
I don't think it's wrong.
Okay, cool.
No, I think you're pretty accurate on that.
like
Leicester,
I do
in
like
my
Perez.
opinion, is most likely definitely that 7th or 8th.
You
team
could
in the
argue
table.
they have the best 2 defensive midfielders in like an 11.
Defensive midfielder? Are you
Ndidi and Chowdhury. Because Ndidi led the Premier League in tackles last season.
I say Chowdhury.
And Chowdhury's just a baller, so I mean...
Well, it was more like Chowdhury was like in the center midfield. He more defensive of the two with Tielemans, and Ndidi sat more deeper.
I mean, Ndidi's good.
Ndidi's amazing.
He's very good. I like him.
Just had
He
that
came
one
from the
mistake.
Belgian league.
He did.
yes, they produce good players. We know this.
Belgium just has a wealth of talent right now.
Yeah, they do.
Unfortunately, it doesn't work on the international stage too much. But
But this is a
The
good.
semifinal of the
They have a
World Cup.
crap manager, that's why.
the Dutch made the semifinal in 2014. They didn't even make the next 2 tournaments.
Because that was the end of his era.
The Dutch is the best team to never win anything.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Okay.
Did they even
It was a
make Euro
good battle
2016?
between like top 6, like not top, or like 6th, 7th place. I would say.
I know this is kind of out of topic, but let's be honest.
know it's
The
alright.
Dutch have been very inconsistent since 2010.
Where is this coming from?
They crashed out of the group stage.
Stop.
Well, we're
I'll
talking
stop,
about
I'll
the Premier
stop.
League.
Andy King, the Premier League winner for Leicester, you know where he's at now? He's on loan at Rangers for the season.
Where did this come from?
I'm having a serious moment here. We're gonna lose the league, okay? We're bad. We're so bad.
Liam,
And you're out of the
Liam, Premier
Champions
League. Liam, Premier League, not Scottish.
We're so
Premier League.
bad. Like, oh my god.
Premier League.
Okay.
Next game.
Let's talk about the big game.
Which one?
Norwich, Newcastle.
Other than that, it doesn't really matter. I mean, Sheffield beat Crystal Palace, but
Sheffield beats Crystal Palace 1-0.
Sheffield to a
Bad
hot
time
start.
for the Palace right now.
They haven't
Yeah.
scored a goal.
Everton beat Watford
Fine,
1-0.
we play them next week. I'm not complaining.
Brighton and West Ham draw 1-1. Brighton have been surprisingly good so
Yeah,
far.
West Ham been
poor.
bad.
I think Brighton should be a little annoyed that they didn't win the game.
Yeah, I
Liam,
agree.
I think it's time you
I'm getting
apologize.
I'm getting where to who?
Team of Pukki.
What did I apologize for?
You've been calling him crap for the past.
You were
No,
calling him crap.
I said that he was dog shit at Celtic.
It's the same thing.
He was. He scored 7 goals in 33 appearances.
And now he has 4 goals in the Premier League already.
Good for him. I'm not saying he's shit. I said he was dog shit there. There's a difference.
Anyways, Norwich looked good against Newcastle.
Alexis Sanchez was shit at United. He was brilliant at Arsenal. I'm not saying that he's a bad player.
Okay, anyways,
Don't attack me with this.
So I didn't get to see Villa play, but both Sheffield and Norwich, they're performing quite well for the promoted teams.
Yeah.
And
I thought Villa played pretty decent against Bournemouth too. I thought that game was just a pretty good game, honestly.
oh yeah.
I feel like these promoted teams are going to do a lot better than Fulham. Sorry.
Here's the thing that
I
concerns me though
agree.
about Norwich. If Teemu Pukki is not scoring goals for them, who is?
Who's their backup striker? Championship expert, Craig.
I don't know.
They do have Patrick Roberts on the bench, who is a brilliant player. I will tell you that.
They got Kenny McLean. Well, I do like Cantwell on Norwich. I think he's
Don't
got
worry.
some technical qualities, and he's been
Don't
creating quite a few chances.
Don't worry about Norwich. They got under control. I
You,
hope
you also
so.
compared their manager to a James Bond villain.
He does look like a James Bond villain. And John Joe Shelby looks like Lord Voldemort.
You're not wrong.
And he scored. And
He scored. Well, that was like late on. That was a nice goal too.
For
actually.
Newcastle, is this potentially the start of a bad long season for them?
No, I think it just give it some time. You know, it's only 2 games. I think it's still early days, right?
Joelinton needs to score the chances he gets, though, especially
Yeah,
the
he's
one.
had a few
yeah.
chances. Yeah.
Well, he'll
about
get more
Wa-
chances.
What
Liam.
about Watford? What do we think
Well,
of Watford?
I was just going to move on to say this. As of right now, top 3 are Liverpool, Arsenal, City. And then bottom three are Newcastle, Southampton, Watford are bottom. When does Watford push the panic button?
I mean, after 5 games, if they haven't won one.
5 games, 10 games.
Well, they haven't scored. Like,
Yeah, that's the big thing. Like 3-0 loss to Brighton is...
Considering what, like when you think of just Watford, like what they were doing last season.
They're a consistent Premier League team. They don't seem stable and consistent right now.
Well, they're going to be playing against West Ham, who haven't been the hottest team in the Premier League at the start.
There's some tasty games next week. I'm liking
I'm excited
Norwich
for
Chelsea.
I mean, I'm excited for the United Wolves game too.
United Wolves is tomorrow. That'll be good. I'm liking.
Wait,
Norwich
I have to
Who's
miss
gonna
it.
win that one?
Crap.
It's got to be United.
You have to win it. You gotta
Yeah.
keep pace
You
with
better.
the-
Because I'm not saying it's...
Even with your poor record against Wolves from the past.
I'm not saying it's gonna be an easy game. I think we can win. I mean, you saw what we did against Chelsea. Why can't we do it to
If you
Wolves?
beat them,
He's not wrong.
you'll actually be above City for the first time in a very long time.
Look at our trophy cabinets.
That's cute.
Was present.
I know.
No, I'm looking forward to
Patience.
Norwich Chelsea. That'll be a good one. Sheffield Leicester has potential to be a goal scoring game. Yeah, Liverpool Arsenal, of
Liverpool,
course. That's
Arsenal.
going to get the headlines.
United also play Crystal, which I'm kind of interested in.
You should win that.
I want to say so, but Crystal can be a tough team. But they haven't been scoring, so that's a plus.
Crap.
Yeah, honestly.
Anything else we want to talk about the Premier League, or do we move on to the rest of Europe?
Move to the rest of Europe, where we have our expert correspondents here. We have our championship expert, Greg.
That's
We got our
that's not really the rest
our
of Europe.
Serie A expert,
I
Was.
didn't watch a game.
We have our Mr. Know-It-All expert, Liam.
Scottish Premiership expert. You.
Lucas is the French.
Lucas, we
sorry,
got kicked out of the Champions League.
Well, okay, let's
I'm
talk-
having an
okay.
absolute. I'm having a moment here.
Well-
I listened to the Celtic podcast, the 90th Minute Cynic. They were having like a meltdown on the one guy goes, I said I drank for 3 hours. I go, yeah, I'm telling you, it's bad. It's a bad day.
Well, you have a chance of winning a big trophy now.
The Europa League? Yeah, we're not winning that one.
Lucas, why did you say I'm the championship expert? We're definitely not talking about the
No,
championship.
why would we
in
do
this.
that?
I mean,
it's like if
what are you expert
I'd
at?
rather talk about the Saudi league.
I'm just on the show because I'm on the show.
Fun
That's why
fact,
I'm here.
PSG
How's it
is
going, everyone?
mid-table.
Good.
PSG is mid-table.
Okay, look.
They
Let's
lost
talk.
today.
Let's
Yes,
talk.
they
They-
did.
PSG
Yep.
lost.
Thank God.
Lost 2-1 to Rennes.
Well, that club is basically in turmoil with Neymar right now.
You know, no
Neymar's-
Neymar. No Neymar. Big problems for
Neymar needs
PSG.
to
Yeah,
piss
Mbappe
off.
needs to do better.
I mean, let's be honest. Front three of Di Maria,
can we-
Cavani, and
can we-
Mbappe is not bad.
Can we talk about the big headline?
We're talking about PSG
What?
right now because they
PSG
lost.
What's the big headline?
So did Barcelona.
We'll get to that.
I think it's
He
a
is
bigger.
right. That's a bigger
That's a
headline.
bigger deal.
Oh,
No
we
one
mentioned
cares about
PSG
Rennes.
first.
We're on the French league.
PSG lost 2-1 versus Rennes.
You know,
PSG
Lucas
has
likes the
problems.
French
I
league.
think we know this.
Well, they completely dominated Ligue 1 last year. They won like 13 games unbeaten
also,
to start the
Waz,
season.
you'll be happy to know Monaco lost 3-0 to Metz. Monaco are bottom of the league.
Is Henry still there? Didn't Henry get sacked?
Yeah.
I forgot that happened.
So,
I knew it was gonna happen.
it's just a bad team.
But look at Lyon, 6-0 victory.
And
Good.
Who scored goals, Lucas?
Moussa Dembele.
Moussa Dembele.
Well,
The
hopefully,
future Manchester United striker.
hopefully there's more competition. Yeah, relax. More competition.
I'd love
in
if
League One.
Leon could actually just go and
Monaco
take
actually
up
have an
history.
okay squad. I'm
No, I'm
looking
They
going-
just
at
I'm
lose.
going with,
It's
They got
hilarious.
Chadley,
I'm going with
Golovin, Traore, Fabregas, like Diop.
It's honestly
Gelson
just
Martins,
funny. It's like how
Keita
bad they are.
Balde, Falcao, Stefan Jovic. They actually
They
have an okay
should be
team.
like a top 4
Look, I'll be
team.
honest. If Monaco came to me, I would play for them.
Their manager is Jardim again, so I mean, like,
Like, let's be real here.
Well,
What'd
is he
you
playing
say?
right back for them?
I didn't hear what you said.
If Monaco came to me, I would play for them. It's beautiful.
Monaco is a very
Ta-
beautiful
and
city.
was tax free as well. Like, there's a lot of benefits to playing in Monaco.
Yes,
If you're looking like at a luxury lifestyle, you go to Monaco.
I concur.
Yeah.
You don't go to Liverpool. That's what I'm saying. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Leon.
So- somehow
could Leon win Ligue 1?
Well, it's only two games in.
They can't. I'm sorry, they can't lose.
9 goals forward, 0 against. It's
I mean, look, PSG, they got bossed by a 16-year-old. A 16-year-old started for Rennes, completely bossed them.
The future. French
Rennes is looking
starlet.
good though too.
Well, I mean,
Based on the
France
table.
always has some new starlet every year.
Yeah, let's for this guy's name is Camavinga.
That's beautiful pronunciation.
Some Premier League sides are gonna sign him soon.
16-year-old guy from Ikonje.
Where's
Moussa
that?
Dembele is only 23.
Oh, anyways,
He's what?
He's only 23.
how did we start out with League One?
Because Liam.
I'm just scrolling through.
Oh, okay. Let's go talk to Barcelona.
Let's go to Barca.
Yeah, PSG lost and
What was the
Leon
guy you were
won. Let's
talking
hope
about?
Leon can actually do better than PSG.
Kevin.
Cavanaga?
I want to talk
Cavanaga.
about La Liga, but we're still on this.
Okay, Tom, let's go. Let's go to
Camavinga.
Camavinga.
Who cares?
Camavinga.
Cowabunga,
Sorry.
dudes.
Some Premier League.
Cowabunga.
Oh my god.
Barcelona lost 1-0 to Athletic Bilbao with a incredible goal by an old man.
Yeah.
He's 38. He's about Buffon's age.
So
yeah.
two big things.
Yes.
Messi didn't play.
Yes, Messi.
Which it says something about Barcelona.
They have no spine
Two-
without him.
Griezmann played. What did he do?
Nothing. He's a clown.
Piss all.
I watched.
Clown.
Give us your analysis.
Yeah, I watched the second half. There's like times where I'm like, all right, Griezmann's playing because like he barely got the ball in the game, and then people were bashing Dembele throughout the game, even though he was actually trying to do something.
Hey, listen, we've talked about this for 2 years now. The Barcelona style of play is get the ball to Messi, and then we all just chill. Here's the thing: when Messi doesn't play, who do they get the ball to? They gotta give it to Griezmann. They gotta give it to Dembele. They gotta give it to Suarez. But they're like, nah, our little magician's not out here. We just can't play.
How did
This
we
is
lose?
a joke. If I'm a Barcelona fan, I'm going, this is not good. You take one guy out of this 11 and we fall apart. Come on,
How did Frank De Jong play?
we are Barcelona for God's sake.
How did De Jong play?
I mean, he did like the simple things well. Like he showed composure. He passed the ball, but he wasn't anything special in the game.
Who's this new Elena lad?
He played last season.
Oh, I just
He's
heard.
from their academy.
Well, La Masia needs to produce better.
I agree. He's not the next Iniesta, is he?
Or Xavi. Anyways, yeah.
But
A lot of question marks about Barcelona.
yeah, I mean,
It is
it's-
game one, so
Yeah,
you can't
but-
really. Okay, look. I'm gonna do this stupid comparison again.
Okay.
Back in 2013, United lost Everton game 1 of the season.
Okay.
Waz
We
is
won the
really
title.
just going for like the flashbacks.
Yeah,
this
I'm just
episode.
saying. I'm just saying. Early games don't really mean much.
I mean, they do.
It depends how you play.
It depends if the league comes down to a point like this season in the Premier League. Liverpool lose their first game of the season. You know what? They're not in the title race no more.
Waz, didn't Real Madrid lose their first game last season? Or they were terrible last season though, like at the
Now,
beginning, and then
Let's go take a look at Real Madrid.
They won 3-1 against Celta Vigo. There was a red card for the sham Ballon d'Or winner Luka Modric.
Okay, so yeah, I watched the first half in this game. I think Madrid looked pretty good. But then
I don't think Hazard played.
no, he was injured.
But you know who did play? Gareth Bale.
Gareth Bale played.
And
That's a big
now,
deal.
He's now staying at the club, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was involved with the first goal. He crossed it into Benzema, and Real Madrid were looking good, but they were very lucky not to go into halftime tied because Odriozola made a terrible mistake that led to Iago Aspas winning the ball, passing it across for a goal, but it was ruled offside.
One of Lucas's favorite players, Iago Aspas.
Yeah, go
I
Aspas.
just made a video about him
We
once.
love him. You absolutely love the guy.
Good player.
Anyways, yeah.
But then, red card in the second half for Modric because he stepped on a guy's Achilles, and now in La Liga, if you step on a player's Achilles, automatic red card.
Damn.
Fair enough.
Only,
So your question here is, the 3 big signings that Madrid made this season were Luka Jovic, Hazard, and Militao, however you pronounce it,
And
and Mendy. Why are they not playing? None of them are playing.
maybe Zidane's trying to get like this.
Maybe Zidane's like, hey, I don't actually want these guys. I just want my team from about 6 years ago.
I can get Ronaldo back, so
By bringing these young players, maybe Ronaldo will come back.
maybe he's trying to slowly transition them.
Yeah, you
That's
can't-
probably the case. Yeah.
Yeah, like you look at Arsenal.
Wouldn't
they
a
bought
game
Mbappe.
against Celta Vigo be the perfect game to bring these guys in?
Celta Vigo's a good side.
They were almost relegated last year.
Never mind. Okay?
They're not great.
Clearly, I know nothing.
Well, I know that.
Yes.
Tell us something I don't know.
You can suck at that one.
Luka Jovic came on, 10 minutes left. Isco came on, and Lucas Vasquez.
Let's give praise to Tony Cruz and his wonderful golazo.
Tony
can shoot
Cruz.
from
It was
anywhere.
actually a good goal.
You can shoot from anywhere.
That's goal of the season in all leagues right now.
Well, it's good to hear.
It was yeah, okay. It was a good goal.
Anything else about Real Madrid?
Sevilla got a good 2-0 victory over Espanyol. That could be big because Sevilla are going to be a team that's going to challenge for top 5.
They made a lot of changes to their team.
Atletico Madrid, yes, get a 1-0 victory.
And they had a red card.
Well, both teams got a red card.
Yeah.
Okay, I watched.
Alvaro Morata scored a goal assisted by Kieran Trippier.
Yeah. Interesting about how Atletico played before the red cards happened. So their fullbacks Trippier and Lodi.
Yeah.
They're literally, when they have the ball, they go as high up as the attackers, which is really interesting. And so
it's like a front 4 almost. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it gives Atletico a lot of options in the attack because they have 2 players up top with Morata and João Felix off him, and then the 2 wide options that give them more width compared to how they played last season.
It's risky, but if it works, it's dangerous.
I mean, when you're playing teams like Getafe, you can try these things out. When you're going away,
finished 5th.
That's nice. They're not Juventus. They're not Barcelona. They're not the big boys. I'm sorry.
The thing is, they had like what's his name?
Getafe?
No, the guy Thomas
Partey.
Yeah, he sat a little deeper when they did that, and whenever a ball was on one side of the field, either Koke or Saul sat back a little more than the other guy, and then Thomas Lemar, he played pretty well. He had a lot of free space to play with.
Well, because you might as well just go sign for BN Sports at this point. With your analysis, go on the panel with like Ray Hudson. I think you'd be perfect.
Ray Hudson's a new show actually with the Canadian girl.
Yeah, Caitlin Kyle.
Yeah.
Fun fact: Ray Hudson said Atletico's going to win the league.
He did
because he said
with the coaching of Simeone.
Best coach in the league,
maybe in the world.
No, that's
based
Jurgen.
on opinion.
That's Jurgen.
That's Jurgen.
Yeah, that's Jurgen. Yeah.
No, but I gotta give it.
Maybe
I
Frank
gotta
Lampard.
give João Felix a shout out.
Did you see João Felix's
I
run?
gotta give João Felix a shout out. It was an incredible run.
Yeah.
However,
Liam's eating his words.
Morata bottled it because he had the Felix makes an unbelievable run, gets taken down the box, penalty, and Morata misses it.
At least
why
Morata
did Felix not take it? I don't know.
I don't know. Sometimes people have superstition where if the guy gets tackled and wins the penalty, he shouldn't take it.
Just take it.
But
just step up.
Nice, good point.
At least Morata scored though.
Yes, he did make up for it. Yeah.
Anything else in the Liga?
No.
We're going back to our second favorite league.
I mean, you guys remember Odegaard?
That
child.
How's doing?
He's playing for Sociedad now. He's
Hell
on
yeah.
loan. Also,
Absolute failure of a wonder
you remember
kid.
Valladolid the lead?
Yes.
They're actually in La Liga.
Oh, they are. They get relegated.
Yeah, they didn't get relegated. They beat Real Betis.
Good for them.
We saw them live.
Yes. Cardiff City though did lose 3-0 to Reading. So there's that.
I think they only won because Betis' goalie got a red card in the 8th minute.
Liam, where did the championship come from?
Oh, I just saw it here.
Anyways.
Because you're talking about Valladolid, I said we watched him versus Cardiff.
Dun.
The Bundesliga.
I can't do it.
We didn't do it.
Dun 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 dun.
It's been a while since
It has been a while.
Back.
Das
Bayern,
Bundesliga is back.
Bayern started it off on Friday. They
with
drew
a
2-2.
shit show against Hertha Berlin.
Wasn't a shit show. It was a quality match.
Yeah.
I mean, they're still relying on 68-year-old Polski Robert Lewandowski.
He's not even that old.
30.
Yeah, he's 30, not that old. And he's in pretty good.
I just picture Jan when I picture Lewandowski. Let's me run!
They don't even know who Jan is.
That's my dad.
Jan
yeah.
is his dad.
Yeah, Lewandowski, 30 years old, best shape of his career so far.
Yeah.
Like they say, he's Iron Man.
He's like James Milner.
I liked a lot of things from Bayern. Of course, it was not the perfect game. I thought Neuer made a couple of mistakes.
What did you think of Pavard?
He was all right. I think their defense is a little bit shaky. I thought Alaba played really well and Kimmich. But
They always do.
Sule and fucking Pavard, they're okay. Because, Pavard's he's not really a center back. He's more of a right back, so it's a bit...
Why
He played
is
center
Thomas...
back for Stuttgart last
Yeah, he
season.
did. I agree. I think he should be a right
Yeah, he's
back,
right. Yeah. and
Why is Thomas Muller playing like a right midfielder?
He's always
role?
played right mid.
No, he's played
He
right.
didn't play right mid in the game.
Where did he play?
I think he was more central.
Yeah.
No, here's
Because Gnabry was on the right side and he was fantastic.
Right here's a 4-3-3.
Thiago Alcantara played amazing like always. I think my standout player was Serge Gnabry.
Yeah, I agree.
He looked like a beast. That guy is jacked now.
He looks like he looks like a local yoga trainer.
Honestly, yeah, I think he's actually a really good replacement for Robin Ribery. Like I think he's gonna turn heads this season. But we're gonna watch it for Gnabry. He's gonna kill him in the Champions League.
He
maybe.
scored 10 goals last season.
Last
he was good
year,
last
I
season.
rated Gnabry. Honestly, I thought he
looks like
looked really good.
I am happy to see though that Alphonso Davies did get an appearance.
He played
That-
5 minutes.
Yeah, but still, that means
still
he's at least
something.
he's at least on the list.
Well,
kind
did you
of thing.
see Bayern's bench?
They're
Who are
so
they going to
young.
put on?
They had Sarpreet Singh.
The guy.
The guy's a baller.
I mean, he's from New Zealand.
Yeah,
Australia?
Yeah, he used to play in Australia. He is from New Zealand,
Oh.
but he played in Australia, and I've actually seen him play.
I'll be
The
honest,
guy's actually not
I
bad.
thought he was from India.
No.
Yeah, like, who are they going to bring on other than Sanchez and Davies, though? Like, they got
Lucas
Paul
Will.
Jerome Boateng.
They've got Lucas Hernandez. Is there?
What? Dang.
You hyped
Do
him
you
up.
remember that? Can you insert the clip, please?
I don't know what episode
I
it's
don't know.
from.
What? Dang.
Boateng. I like how it was Niko Kovac versus Kovac.
What the?
If he doesn't insert the clip, was talking about Jerome Boateng. He goes, I like me some Jerome Boateng. Oh boy.
Was doing his classic was.
Yeah.
I
I mean,
don't-
yeah, the Bayern bench is not the
But
strongest.
they brought
It's
in
not
Coutinho.
Manchester City.
No, but
Yes,
yeah,
the-
Coutinho's going
Was
to
Coutinho confirmed?
Yes.
Yeah, that was
For
all
a season long loan?
Yes, with option to buy.
It's a good deal.
But
No.
I want to give a shout out to Hertha Berlin's defender Klunter. I thought he was fantastic.
I thought it was going to be.
I want to give a
Boyata.
big shout out to Mr. S-Wine. The guy's relevant again. Since FIFA 13 days, Greg. The
S1.
legend S-Wine. God, he was a beast. Andre Duda. He played-
Alexander.
Was he actually good in the game?
I think it was.
He's
Yeah,
only 29. He's not that old.
He,
Like,
he pressed a lot. He did a lot of running.
Solomon Kalou's on this team. This is the best team ever.
honestly.
I actually don't mind
Wasn't a
their
bad game
kits.
from Bayern.
I thought they
Duda.
were unlucky, but obviously they didn't do it. I think in the second half they just relied on crossing a bit too much.
I think we know how the
Where
Bundesliga
was
might.
Duda last season?
At Hertha Berlin.
Was he?
Yes.
He was at the World Cup, right? I remember talking about it. I remember
Isn't the
going,
guy Estonian?
do that,
Slovakian.
do that, do that, do that.
What are you doing?
Never mind. Don't worry about it.
This guy's so
Me and
weird.
Greg were talking there.
I was gonna say.
I wasn't even here when you were doing that.
It
So
doesn't
I'm just
matter.
like, what are you saying?
Clearly, this kind of changes things in the Bundesliga going forward because any draw or loss for Bayern is an advantage for Dortmund.
Let's talk about Dortmund. They
Who
went
won
Not just
5-1
like-
against
It's
Augsburg.
Just like
They were
They were
last year.
down 1-0 in like 30 seconds though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Lucas, who scored 2 goals?
But I wasn't done with Bayern. I wasn't done with Bayern.
Oh, you're not done with Bayern.
I'm just kind of curious. Like,
I was done with Bayern.
how do you? This is for a topic for another episode.
Sure.
How do you see them doing in the Champions League?
Oh, we'll
The
find out when we get
The
our
groups aren't up yet, Waz. You
I
can't
know. I'm
say
just
anything.
saying. Could you see them go to the semifinal? Like,
And these,
Quarters.
It depends on the.
Quarters.
it's. I'm kind of interested. Can they make a final?
They don't have depth. They don't have the depth for it.
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Let's talk about Borussia Dortmund. Yes, 2 goals for Pukki'S. Yes. Jadon Sancho also scores. Marco Reus and Julian Brandt. Those are all the names that Dortmund want to be seeing on the score sheet. So that's a good positive for them.
Yeah, I was,
Pisha can still win.
yeah, he's a very important player. When he was injured last season, Dortmund fell apart defensively.
What a beast.
But now they have Hummels, who is another experienced player in that back line.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
it's like he didn't
Zagadou.
even leave.
Maybe he can be the hero Dortmund needs.
I look at Dortmund's bench and it's much better than Bayern's. You have Zagadou, you have Hakimi, you have Delaney, you have Mohamed Dahoud, you have Götze, you have Brandt, Schmelzer, Brun
Where he
Larsen.
wants some bratwurst as well.
What? I'm
You just sounded very German saying those names. Well done.
Thank you.
Go
No,
on a
but-
Germany trip.
What
Sure.
was saying?
Oktoberfest?
Oh yeah.
No, but that's a good bench. That's a bench that
Yes.
has quality to it, you know?
Yeah, Dortmund, they've done well this transfer window.
have, actually.
They built upon the players that did well last season, bring in more depth, more competition, and hopefully when injuries do happen, they have players to fill that role.
It's definitely going to be
My,
another
uh,
close race.
My
to the
friend
top,
Fabian
so,
has
I think.
snapped me. He was watching the Dortmund game, and his cat was also watching.
Wow.
It says
What's
this
his
is
cat's name?
uh,
Fabian, I'm sure you'll watch this. Comment down below what your cat's name is.
Beppo. I think it's Beppo.
Well, comment down below.
No, listen here. He says because Beppo was watching the game, Dortmund will win the league.
They're real.
Why was his cat watching the
This
game?
cat is a mystic cat.
Yes.
Okay?
It's like the octopus from 2010.
That octopus was whack. They died.
Interesting game. Mönchengladbach and Schalke.
Not really
They-
that interesting.
No, they draw 0-0, but two interesting teams.
Good old Paderborns in the Bundesliga.
Yes, I recorded the game, so I haven't watched it, but
What the hell
they
would you watch?
scored 2 goals against Leverkusen. Not bad.
Why would you watch
Who?
Paderborn?
Because I want
I
to watch
didn't hear. I
Havertz.
didn't hear what you said. Who scored? Oh, Paderborn. Okay.
Yes. I recorded the game was because Havertz played, and I want to watch him.
No, okay.
Because he might go to Liverpool next
So
year.
you can be your next big thing for you.
He was amazing
I
last
just
season.
noticed you really you find players and you really stick to them.
I haven't. This guy's been relevant for 2
Is
years.
he your next Fakir? Is he your next Dembele?
If he goes to Liverpool,
Fakir.
He loves Fakir. So I'm sure
Look,
there's a
story,
shrine
I
in this
think
house
always
of
I
Fakir
ride you
somewhere.
about that is that you made multiple videos about Nabil Fakir.
yes,
You need to make more videos on more players.
Van Dijk.
I made a video about.
He's
Virgil.
I made a
Van
video about
Dijk.
Joe
Virgil.
Felix. And
Did you make
Mo
one-
Salah.
what with Daniel James?
I don't care about Daniel
Make
James.
a video about
James.
Virgil van Dijk.
What? That's too relevant.
Yeah, that's true.
His
He's got-
his super performance in the new camp.
But look, Havertz last season, 17 goals.
He was very good,
And
yes.
he's 19. He was 19 then. Now he's
Can I talk
20.
about RB
I
Leipzig?
would hope he would be 20 now.
Let's talk about RB Leipzig.
Absolutely dominant against Union
One
Berlin.
of my favorite players, Christopher Nkunku, scored a big old goal, so good for him.
Wow.
I like him. I actually do like him.
Where do you know her from?
Played for PSG last season.
oh,
He's actually okay.
He played for Celtic or something.
No.
There's rumors about. No, that was way up.
Was there? That's too with you. Yeah, we told him to go away, which I don't understand why.
But Timo Werner also scored. There's rumors about him leaving for a free next season, with probably Bayern involved in that deal.
I actually don't mind this Leipzig side.
They got Julian Nagelsmann as manager now, the former Hoffenheim manager.
Nordi Mukile, he's good. He's a good right back.
Yes, he's very promising.
Kevin Campbell,
Didn't
Poulsen,
Serie A
Werner,
start?
Sabitzer,
Yep.
Emil Forsberg. It's actually a decent team.
Yeah, they could.
Ethan Ampadu's there.
Yeah.
He's got dreadlocks. He's also a
Why are you
somewhat
surprised by
defensive
this?
midfielder.
RB Leipzig's always been an alright team.
Can they challenge Bayern and Dortmund?
Hopefully. League
Probably
Imagine
not.
if
They could finish
reaching
third or
this.
fourth.
I hope
They were third
so.
last season
Again,
pretty comfortably.
I don't think they can challenge for title, but
No.
they can finish third or fourth.
I feel
Not
like there
for
hasn't been a
title, but
solid third team since maybe Wolfsburg
yeah,
were on
yeah,
fire for a bit.
yeah.
Also, keep an eye on Amadou Haidara. I've heard a lot of good things about him.
Write the name down.
I think that's it for the Bundesliga.
I'm very happy this league is back.
Yes,
I'm looking
of
forward
course.
to it. Analyzing it week by week.
Dun,
Only on Fox.
Yeah.
dun, dun, dun.
Is it
We're,
only on
in
Fox?
we're not in America.
Well, I watch it on Fox.
It was on.
What's next, Lucas? Is that everything?
Anyways.
Any transfers? Give me some transfers.
Are we gonna preview?
Well, Serie A hasn't started yet?
It starts this weekend.
Oh, okay. So there's not much to say about it.
Oh, okay.
I've got it on your side of the window now.
It's boring.
It's kind of lost its
I thought you were looking forward to watching
Congratulations.
Juventus.
Juventus have won
Juventus
Serie
won.
A. Inter Milan will make it interesting because they actually have had good signings. For once, they're actually not a shithole club.
Yeah, I think Inter will get second.
No, Napoli will get second.
No, not Inter. Big Rom's gonna come in.
Big
Rom.
Who was apparently overweight.
The dog. He was fat as hell, I guess. He was training with Anderlecht. Of course, he's gonna.
You gotta feel bad for the guy. Like, this is probably the second club that's told him he's overweight.
I mean,
When he was at Everton, he was actually not very big. At United, he was huge.
I read somewhere that he was 100 kgs when he joined Everton.
like Akinfenwa up there. Like,
I also read that he was like 100 kgs when he joined Anderlecht at 16, and he could bench press 100 kgs.
Oh my.
He's a big boy. He's pure
He's a
muscle.
big
boy.
lad.
He's a big
There was a
boy.
photo of him when he was like 14.
there is, yeah,
and, like,
next to the kid of the same age where he looks like an adult compared to like a 10-year-old. Yeah.
Like,
do you think he can be a success for Inter?
I mean,
Of course.
I
Is he
sure
gonna,
hope
or is he
he
gonna
I
be
mean,
a
he's-
donkey?
he's
Was?
scored a lot in England. So.
It depends how Inter play. If
Yeah.
they play to his strengths, or if they make him run
Yeah.
like United
Well,
did.
you know how Conte plays. He had Diego Costa.
I actually really like.
I mean,
Antonio
Inter have
Conte.
lost a big player in Perisic, right? So it's
I mean, I don't think that's gonna affect them too
It's
badly.
just the Robin replacement because he looks like him.
Because Conte is probably gonna use wing backs, and I don't think Perisic works as a
No.
wing back. But could this be a big signing or a big mistake?
Well,
Alexis Sanchez.
Didn't Conte want?
Yeah, that one's interesting.
That's not
Lukaku?
confirmed.
But there's big rumors that this loan will happen with
To
an
Inter?
option to buy.
Yeah.
Yes.
For United, brilliant deal.
I don't
Get
know.
him
I
out.
kind of wanted to see what Sanchez could maybe bring.
Do you really think Sanchez is going to play over like Rashford and Martial
Yeah.
and stuff?
You never
though?
know. We kind of need.
Depth.
We need the depth, but do we want to pay depth 300,000 a month?
That's the big
or
thing.
a week.
that's
yeah,
a
so
lot of
that's-
money.
Yeah,
Well, you might be paying a lot of that to Inter.
and
for Inter.
apparently Ole's been looking forward to using Sanchez, which kind of sucks.
Well,
So
We'll see what happens.
they've been in talks, and
I could see.
the money's a big thing, right?
yeah,
I see it's going to be a close. Like Juventus will win, but it's like second, third, and fourth. It's
Do
going
you
to be
know
close.
what really pissed me off about this weekend involving Italian teams? Dybala's goal.
Great
Why,
goal.
people were overhyping it.
It was a pretty good goal.
Oh, okay.
No, it was a good goal. I'm like,
Well,
this
it's
guy
like-
could have been on United, but he decided no. Oh, he could have gone to Spurs and maybe actually beat City. Could have been a North London hero. Could have bloody hell, mate.
Bloody hell, mate.
Yeah.
But to get back onto the Sanchez point, I think it'd be a great acquisition for Inter Milan.
I think so.
I think he'd actually do very well in Italy because he'd have a bit more
Yeah.
time on the ball,
Yeah.
less physical.
His biggest problem is fitness.
I mean, he should be fit. Let's be honest. He's a professional athlete.
He's had a couple big injuries over the years. That's why I don't think he's played a lot for United as much as he should.
But I think you get to Italy, just play your style a bit more, a bit more
Well,
of the
hopefully.
Arsenal game. Almost,
Hopefully.
you know?
Why do you think Napoli will do better than Inter?
I think they have better players. I do like Napoli.
Do you like them signing
like that.
Lozano?
Plus, I think I like Carlo Ancelotti a tiny bit more than Antonio Conte.
I thought you didn't like Carlo Ancelotti.
He's a tactical
I
master.
don't think he likes the Serie A, to be honest.
I like Napoli more than Inter.
kinda
still.
right.
Spal's still here, my
Wait,
favorite
wait,
team.
wait.
Fall.
So Napoli will probably sign Lozano before the start of the season.
Chuck,
Do you
good
like this signing?
Good signing.
Yeah, well, what's wrong with it?
Chucky's
I don't
good.
know.
Chucky's good.
Yeah, not playing in Mexico, so it's a good sign. There's nothing wrong playing in Mexico, but I'm just saying, like,
You think he's better than?
yes.
Mexico?
He wasn't even in the Mexican league.
I've never. He was in the
Oh,
Eredivisie.
what, he wasn't?
He was
Oh.
playing in
I watched a video.
the
Never
Netherlands.
mind.
PSV.
Anyways, anything else we want to discuss?
Well, okay. I guess since it's a preview, I
Any
heard
final rumblings?
Sassuolo's a team to watch. Genoa's a team to watch, maybe. Cagliari.
What's his
Also-
name? Mario went back to Italy.
Yeah, Mario Balotelli's back.
Did they sign his brother as well or no?
I don't
'Cause I
know.
heard that was kind of like his agreement. He's, I will sign if you take my brother with me.
Well,
so dumb.
Well, he's going back home.
Yes, he
Brescia
is.
is his home.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Are they in Serie A?
Yes.
Okay, good for him. I did.
They have Tonali.
Sandro?
Yeah.
Oh, the legend that is from FIFA. This guy's got like a 98 overall.
Everyone compares him to Pirlo, even though he says he plays nothing like Pirlo.
he just
plays-
kind of looks like him.
Yeah. People were just comparing this Tonali and Balotelli to back in like the early 2000s where Pirlo played for Brescia and he made amazing passes to Di Baggio or Di Baggio or
Someone.
Some Italian man.
So,
the guy who missed the penalty in '94, Roberto Baggio.
Yeah,
Okay.
sure. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. That's great.
okay, time out.
You don't know who
Hold
Roberto?
on. Hold
I
on.
know, but
I just
like
found
just the
something
fact that
that
you
I
just
need to-
remember
I
this
need to
and
ask this
everything like that is
question.
crazy.
Why does Napoli have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 goalkeepers on their roster?
Because it's Serie A, they have inflated rosters, which make no sense, and they just loan
6
everyone.
goaltenders, Lucas. Why?
It could be in Liverpool's situation. You could get 2 injuries to a
They have
goal.
a ton of players.
True.
They have a ton of players.
They probably are gonna loan them by the end of the
I
window.
mean, yes.
What's the thing?
I think that's any transfers or no.
Okay.
Mario, good for him.
Okay.
I like Mario.
All right. Predictions for Serie A. Since I know you guys are saying Juventus is gonna win,
Of course they will.
who's gonna win Golden Boot?
Lukaku.
It's not a bad
I'll go
shout.
Lukaku.
It's not a bad shout. I don't know.
I'll say Piontek.
Oh,
Good point. Good shout.
I'll give it to the donkey. Big Rom gets it.
I predicted Lukaku to win the Golden Boot last season in
wait,
the Prem, and
are
that
we-
did not
are we
work out.
talking about Mr. CR7?
That's what I'm saying.
He didn't win Ballon d'Or. He didn't win. He won the Golden Boot last season.
I'm
then
still
he's
I'm
in
still
a more-
saying CR7.
Yeah, he's in a more attacking system with Juventus.
Yeah, I'm saying CR7.
Are they gonna
Yeah.
maybe score more goals?
Quite
Yeah, I'm
possible.
changing
saying
my
CR7.
thing. It's going CR7.
Oh
Big
my
Rom.
God.
I
Yeah.
keep it Big Rom. He'll bully.
Pistolero.
He'll bully
Lucas,
those
stop with your-
Italians.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
Anything else?
I like that. Let's wrap it up right there.
No. Let's talk about. Did you hear about Wayne Rooney?
That he's the new Derby manager?
No,
Not manager.
no, he's not happy with the MLS.
Why?
Lucas, can you bring it up? Wayne Rooney. He's not happy with the charters, the plane system in the MLS. Look, Google his tweets.
This is the same guy that complained that he had to eat pasta at 9 in the morning, and he's like, "This is not a way to live my life."
Wayne Rooney has made some comments. Gutted about the result last night. We deserve more. Looking forward to a 12-hour travel day, which could be done in 6 hours. But hey, this is MLS. Like hashtag charter flights.
Wayne, if you want to get yourself home, just pay for your own private
Because
jet.
supposedly in the MLS, clubs only get like 4 charter flights,
Okay.
and the rest are commercial. Which I don't understand how that's working with Zlatan. Because you guys,
Zlatan does not do airports.
like, I wonder if he has.
teleports.
Yeah.
The plane comes to me.
or yeah. So apparently he's not happy with the whole.
Dude, Wayne,
air-
you've
air
made a few
travel.
million in your day.
Suck
If
it
you
up,
want to pay
Wayne.
for your own plane or for the team plane, do that.
He'll be gone from. He'll be going to Derby as a coach and player in January. So
I love that he has number 32 at Derby just because of their sponsor. It's peak shithousery, honestly.
Yep.
That's what gets my
To
shithousery
be
award
very,
of the week.
maybe he's not happy being stuck in the Vancouver airport because they just play Vancouver.
Okay.
Never mind, you guys suck.
Talk about his dental plan about 2
Don't like
years
Canada.
ago.
Wayne Rooney is a good man.
Sure.
Um,
Let's wrap this
Yeah.
up. That
I thought
was
you were more interested.
I'm
in that,
tired.
I guess.
that was an interesting episode. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed it.
If you're still here,
Yes.
thank you for being here. I don't know
Make
that's
sure
how
you
you're
are
here.
subscribed if you're on YouTube. Follow along if you're on Spotify or any of the podcast apps. Make sure you like, share it with your friends. Like I said, comment down below in any of the conversations. Get involved. We'll talk about it in the comment section. Shut your mouth.
He's always on his phone
I
at the
know,
end of
honestly.
So is
videos.
he.
I'm actually
No,
on the football app
At the end of the video,
he's just
I'm
looking
talking
at
about.
Pokemon memes.
from myself,
Don't know what
Liam,
you're talking
from
about.
Greg, Lucas, and this guy.
Waz, look at the camera.
Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching and listening. This has been yet another week in the beautiful game. See you next time.
Konnichiwa.
Mike's on.
Are they? No.
Piss off.
You guys are terrible.
We good?